Politicraft is at its core a narrative action civics card game. That's a narrative-based card game where students have to tell a story around an issue throughout the game. And as they're telling that story, they start to learn about the pathway towards civic engagement.
So we're here playing Politicraft. I set up an egg campaign to lower the price of eggs. I started all this out just by a YouTube video, and that got me some really good feedback, so I started a campaign. And eventually, I started running for state representation. And I'm starting a political action committee. Being able to make up your own narrative and be able to incorporate all of these terms was really, really fun.
My issue was bringing Quidditch into local schools. As you guys know, I'm running for US Senator. During my campaign, I made a state senator friend who is helping me and supporting my putting Quidditch into schools movement. Seeing the cards from the game made me realize some things that can help you that I hadn't thought of before.
Campaigning, charity walks, you can make a YouTube channel, a blog. There's just so much content. And when you put it into a game like this, it's so easy to understand.
There's 3 different types of cards. One is the campaign, which puts you in office. One is civic involvement, which is setting up things for your community to get involved in. And then public support, which was getting people behind what you stand for.
The win scenario in the game is to achieve the most social influence points. The more social influence points they have, the larger and richer their story, which shows them different pathways that they can take as more civically minded students.
I think I honestly learned a lot more from this than I've learned in a classroom from a textbook. Like, I'm reading the cards and it's interactive and I'm seeing how it's like affecting people.
Before, all of this seemed so like unreal and like, oh, this is just adult politics stuff, and then it's like, oh, this is actually kind of a lot more simple than I thought. I feel like I understand like what goes on in government more.
You're interacting with like friends and stuff, and you can bring like new ways of learning to each other.
Playing Politicraft was really good for like seeing different ways that you can get help and support and actually bring about the change that I think is needed.